Hello, my name's Andy and I'm a Gone Ballsy camera. Last bet 14th of April 2007. Hi guys, welcome to the weekly vlog. Hope you're all doing well. I know I did a bit of a quick brief one on Friday, but I'm here for the next half hour or so. Feeling good. Had a lot of rubbish this weekend. Been out last night as well, but feeling really good in my recovery. I'm hoping to talk to as many people as I can tonight, so it'll be quite good. Um, been, like I say, watching the match today, England, very good. Watched it with my little boy, well, not so little boys anymore, but they enjoyed it quite a lot, so that was good. Been watching the World Cup fine and stuff. Just lots of adverts, obviously, on television and stuff, so anyone struggling can be quite a trigger, so to speak. So I can relate to that. What I would say, I mean, from my own experience, I tend to can't try and walk out the room when they're on, or try and change the channel for 10-15 minutes or so. Hi Jaffa, hope you're doing well, mate. We're after one of your transfer targets, by the way. I think you might come to the championship. Uh, we're doing all right. I'm doing all right. Like I say, feeling pretty fit, even though I've had a lot of rubbish over the last couple of days or so. But that's what weekends are there for, and I can do what I want like that. So work's work. It's gone really quiet the last couple of days. Um, is what it is. But feeling good. Lad from Hibs, 3 million. Can't remember his name. Uh, yeah, feeling like feeling happy with myself. I just had a nice day today. Like I say, went to watch football with my boys. Then been to like a little like village fete, and really enjoyed it. Been on like little fairground rides and things like that, and doing stuff like that. It's been really good. Nice time with my family. Great stuff, Jaffa. One day at a time, mate. You're nearly there. Nearly there. Get that gold pin, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that's the name. Couldn't remember his name, mate. Couldn't remember his name. Probably do well in the champ, mate, to be honest. But yeah, feeling good, feeling positive, feeling happy. Just taking one thing, one day at a time, and not just for like gambling addiction. I mean, you've got drug addiction, alcohol addiction as well, and it's very similar attitudes in your brain and how you think and what your logic is. Doing anything to have a bet, doing anything to have a drink, doing anything to take some drugs or something like that. Like, we've all got that same mindset, that same addiction, that same compulsion to do something, and it's hard. I know it's hard. Like I say, gambling is everywhere at the minute, and it's foreseeably linked to all sports now. It is. I mean, I see it on my timeline. I follow lots of people who love sport, the football, cricket, and things like that, darts, and forever showing off accumulators on and stuff like that. It doesn't bother me as such. I know if it does bother you though, try and unfollow or just try and block photos and things like that. I mean, it's not it's I'm all right with it all. I mean, my dad phoned me up yesterday. He had a winner at Royal Ascot. It's the type of thing he tells me and stuff. But I'm comfortable with it. It's whatever you feel comfortable with at the end of the day. Um, I did kick off the other week about like one of the gambling groups, pressure groups, helping kind of help compulsive gamblers and stuff. And it was encouraging people to go into bookmakers and write things about bookies and things like that and fobs. And I did have a bit of a go at him. Yes, they did offer the caveats and stuff and all that lot of if you're comfortable with it. I just think it probably took it a bit too far. But we had a healthy discussion, healthy debate about it, and part on good terms. Obviously, we've talked how we talk and how you talk to each other and things like that. I think that's only fair. Everyone's adults at the end of the day. Treat each other with respect. Treat each other with dignity. We might not. People won't agree with me where I recover or way I go about things and stuff, and that's fine. That's fair. I mean, I'm fair game. I don't take personal abuse or anything like that quite lightly, and you'll tend to get ignored. But is investing gambling? Because I think it is because you're putting cash. Yeah, I mean, I know people who go through the stocks and share system and Bitcoin and things like that. If Chris Stringman's on tonight, he'd probably tell you a bit more about that, the stuff like that, and he's really good. The guy who does win, lose, repeat. Also, I've got a bit of a shout out as well. There's a lady who's a ITM producer. She's looking for like young gamblers under the age of and probably child gamblers, and if she wants to talk to people under age 21 specifically, you're not going to appear on telly or anything just yet, unless you wanted to and stuff like that. I don't know a hell of a lot more about it, but she's just doing early research at the minute about gambling addiction in younger males and females. If you're on Twitter, if you follow Janet at Janet Eastham, and hopefully you can like get through to her, and she's everything's in the strictest confidence. Nothing will be shared. It'll be all totally anonymous as well. There'll be no names involved or anything like that. If you feel like that, but if you do feel like you want to talk to her, feel free. I mean, I will pass on the details as well again over on Twitter and things like that. And to a few people I know who are under 21, and if you're comfortable with it, talk to her, because this could be a really good program, really, and what they're thinking about doing, like showing it really does affect the younger generation and things like that. And that's why I believe this something like that, and educate and showing that you need education in schools and in colleges and in universities about it. Hi Peter, hope you're doing well, mate. Yeah, so if you follow her on Twitter at Janet Eastham, she is on my followers list, and I follow her as well. So if you want to click on my bit, then you'll find her, and I'll also tweet her name out as well later on and over the course of the next couple of days or so. So that we'll hopefully she can get as many people as she can to talk to, because it'll be a really blinding thing, and it'll really open up the debate even more, and that can only be a good thing. We want to end the stigma. It is a silent addiction. Let's get it out there and recover out that. Well, not recover out loud like I do, but let's get the conversation going even further and make it broader than it ever has been. Instead of like just focusing on one part of an issue and things like that. Let's get out there and let's get recovering. Let's talk to people. It'll be amazing if this kind of happens. I'll be well behind something like this, and it'll be brilliant. Uh, as you say, yeah, like I say, Jeff, just going back to your investing one. Yeah, I do believe it is for me. Gambling for me, it's spending money to gain money, so to speak. It's there, isn't it? And I do know people who have lost a lot on stocks and shares and things like that. And you look at the apps as well now, and the little adverts you get on like YouTube and things like that, and telling you to, and on tweets which are sponsored and stuff and all that. And you've got little apps now where you can just do it through your phone, and it's just as easy as going on Sky Bet and things like that. And yeah, I see it as a massive way of like could be losing a potential a lot of money, especially on something you probably don't really understand either as well. Because to a certain degree, when people have a gamble, they understand odds, so to speak, and things like that. Whereas stock trading, I'll be frightened to death of it. To be fair, I mean, I never really I never got involved in anything like that or anything as such. I know they can be linked to pensions and things like that, but you're not actually doing anything with that money or anything like that. And I know pensions can get invested into it and things like that. At that point, it's what you're comfortable with, I believe. But just going all out, going on an app, or just going in and just like putting £1,000 in or something, whatever figure, I'd find that pretty uncomfortable, and I would find that as gambling, so to speak. Like I say, I mean, I walked through the fair today, and it's hard. It was hard. Hi Lee, hope you're doing well, mate. Yep, yeah, trading, yeah, hard, bad. Uh, I walked through the fair today, and obviously got like all the fairground games and stuff like that, and I tend to ignore them. I'm pretty good with all that stuff. Uh, as you say, Jeffrey, yeah, agree. Me too, not for me. But I mean, when I go to the seaside a lot, I tend to stay out the arcades now. Luckily, my kids, they're just interested in video games and air hockey and things like that. So, and going on rides. So that's good for me. That is. I try to stay away as much as I can from the arcades and things like that, because obviously there's fruit machines and stuff around, and could set off triggers. I tend to go out, take myself out, go and have a coffee or go for a pint, then come back half an hour later, kind of thing. Obviously, be someone supervising the kids, a wife or grandparents or whatever like that. Hi Darren, hope you're doing well, mate. Nice to see you back, mate. All good. But yeah, feeling on top of the world at the minute, and on a personal level. Yep, was good with the kids today, Lee. Uh, on a personal level, I'm feeling really happy. I mean, I'm a bit saddened, and obviously I'm blocked by him on Twitter. I think a few probably know Jason Hadian. I understand he's lost quite a bit of money again, and I do feel for him because I know it's addiction, it's horrible, and I love to get in touch with him, but I can't lead a horse to water. I can lead a horse to water, but I can't make him drink it. I know what he thinks of me. He thinks of me as a bit of a idiot and stuff and all that. Fair enough. If you think that, that's fair game. But you keep pouring your heart out over Twitter how bad it is and stuff and all that. And there is help out there. You can recover. I try my best to reach out to people, especially if people who don't agree with me, who don't understand. Well, they do understand, and I understand what they're going through because we're all the same. I just wish I could like help out and just show that hand of hope, and I can do it all. And but if anyone does know Jason on Twitter, I'd love to talk to him again. And if I can get through to him, it'd be brilliant. I mean, like I say, I've had my debates with other people on Twitter, and some people don't agree with me. That's fair enough. I am fair game. I enjoy trying to help other people. All I've got is desire to stop gambling and help others do the same. But I've also got that preventative attitude a bit more now, probably more so than I ever have before. I do think the education part of it is very much the key. Also, like I say, regarding like probably talking to others as well, like as in gambling adverts and things like that, probably coming on after the watershed. They'll probably end up going away as smoking, to be fair, eventually one day. Because I don't think there's no need for them to be on during live sporting events, especially during the World Cup, when children are watching and things like that. Anything after 9 o'clock, yeah, especially more treatmentally. I mean, definitely one problem gambling clinic in the UK is not enough on the NHS. Obviously, we've got Gordon Moody, we've got GamCare, and there's GA, which is voluntary. You've got Break Even Self, Bet No More, yourselves at YGAM, Epic. Brilliant. I love these kind of organisations, it's fantastic. And they're doing some fantastic stuff. I mean, I follow them all, and they go around the country and try to deliver like preventative education and showing what they can do to try and reduce gambling harm. And it's amazing. And I love every single one of them what they're doing. Some might not agree with what I do. Some might agree with what I do and stuff like that. Like, I'm still quite. Oh yeah, all good. They're all brilliant. Yeah, they are, and they are. It's brilliant. It's heartening to see. Much more. I just want to like broaden the subject of gambling addiction even make it even broader, make it out there. What I probably want to see more than anything as well is showing there is some great stories out there, great stories of recovery, great strength and hope and experience out there. Instead of like, I mean, there's always a need for people with the bad stories and what's happened to people and things like that. And who are still struggling, and there is definitely we need to broadcast that just as much. Uh, I do think sharing a lot more positive stories would help as well, showing there is hope and there is help out there, and hopefully what I'm doing, if I can get through to one more person again today, and it might help. I hope Scar, hope you're doing well, mate. Hopefully around this week at some point, I might be seeing you. But I'm really chuffed to bits that people listen to my vlogs and talk and open up to me and things like that. And it's nice to see some people who are actually trying to recover and trying to find that help. And it is hard. You've got to learn to listen to learn. I need it because sometimes I say that could be the difference. Exactly, Jared. Yeah, I say the one, as you say, Darren. I mean, it's online gambling for me. It's getting that way. I think you'll probably see less and less and less and less bookmakers in the high street. Eventually, you probably see more arcade style places and things like that, like you see abroad. As you say, Jaffa, completely agree with all that. As well, Peter, listen to other addicts. And like I say, not just gambling addicts. Listen to drug addicts. Listen to alcohol addicts, sex addicts. I mean, I've talked to a few of them, and it is, as you say, identity means keeps me off a bit. And then, like I say, I mean, what I do as well, even when I go to GA, and if I do see someone outside of GA, we tend to like ignore each other because I don't want to like show that show the show that break the anonymity or anything like that. So, because at the end of the day, most people don't want other people to know, and that's fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, obviously you have. Obviously, I told my close family and friends and things like that, and then obviously I came out to the world only after 9 years of being off gambling. So, hey, Scott, how you doing, mate? I'm good. I hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well. Nice to hear some from you, mate. And I love Harry Maguire, mate. He's the Don. He is proper centre half. Alright, Lee, yeah, great. Just best exclusion for me is why not what I thought originally, but keeps you safe. Yeah, I mean, when you're out there, Lee, I'll probably find it impossible to probably make a bet now, if you know what I mean. But I can never say never. So I don't want to be going down that line when I'm making a vlog and I've slipped. And I think this vlog keeps me going more than anything now. Obviously, GA does as well, and my family and things and all that. But obviously, doing the vlog, it's helped to probably put another massive, massive barrier in place for me. As you say, Scott, proper centre half. As you say never, Lee. Keep them barriers in place. Agreed, totally agreed. Day at a time. I've got it tattooed on my arm. Keeps me happy, keeps me sane, keeps me safe. In the knowledge that if I am looking a bit down and a bit out of the way mood and stuff and all that lot, I'll have my half hour to myself. Probably look at my tattoo and get myself out for a run. Hi, Romeo. Yeah, as you say, if Romeo, if it's too good to be true, usually any form of gambling rely on win, but lose more and more. Oh yeah, evening. No, no problem. I see you. Yeah, yeah. Hope it goes well. So I'll be there Tuesday. That'll be great. I see you later, Lee. Take care, mate. Okay. Yeah. So that's the way it is, really. So I am feeling good. Feeling very positive. Life's great. I'm happy. I'm looking forward to going to New York in August, and I'm really, really chuffed to doing something like that. I'm looking forward to taking my wife away and doing all the things that I'd ever dreamt I could do whilst I was gambling. Be booking trips soon when I'm in New York, so I'm really looking forward to it. Looking forward to doing the Broadway show probably the most, because we're staying near there. I've never been to America. Any Americans here? Obviously, I know about your latest kind of things on sports betting and things like that. So I imagine you probably end up going to get a lot of bookies over there, like you do in the UK. Coming soon, because I do know I've read bits where there's quite a lot of UK bookies trying to break into the American market. Obviously, online gambling, I believe, is the biggest one now because it's just so easy on your phone, in front of your computer, at home, on your laptop, on your iPad, etc., on your tablet. But there is help out there. You can get on Gamban app, and there's also Gamblock as well for the blockers. K9 I heard as well. Yeah, as you say, Scott, I'd love to go to New York. I can't wait to go to New York, mate. Can't wait. Also, like I say, there is also two banks trialing gambling stuff as well, like gambling stop yourself from gambling, which is Starling Bank and Monzo Bank as well. Get accounts with them, and they've got. I think they're gonna have like toggle features where you can switch off gambling transactions on your account, and hopefully probably do a cooling off period as well, which I think will be a good idea as well. That'll be fantastic. They're two massive things. Obviously, you got GamStop as well, which is fantastic self-exclusion stuff. Hi Fabio, nice to hear from you. How do you keep away from betting with all the World Cup hype? As I say, I put my barriers in place for anyone who needs help, like especially with like the online gambling and stuff and all like that. Gamban app, Gamblock, brilliant things. You've got GamStop as well, and you've got selfexclusion.co.uk in the UK. And yeah, I just keep away from it. Make sure I don't have the time, money, and opportunity to gamble. If I can break one of them three links, I'm not going to gamble. So if I take the money equation out of it, I won't carry no car. If I'm feeling it, especially at the start, in my first year or two, I didn't carry no cards or hardly any money with me. Uh, and that was the biggest thing for me, breaking the money side of it. Obviously, then breaking the opportunity by blocking the sites and things like that helps as well. Okay. Scott, I still can't get my head around credit card. It would be good for you to chase it at some point and see if you can get some responses. Yeah, I mean that's one thing I would push big time if I ever managed to talk to people in the gambling debates and stuff and all like that. Credit card, because it's not really our money. It's not our money at all, is it? We're borrowing that money. I would personally ban them. I mean, it is a no-brainer. I was on Radio 4 a couple of months ago discussing this, and yeah, no-brainer really for me. It should be banned. Absolutely. As you say, Jaffa, Fabio, when you stop betting, you begin to love football as a sport rather than an opportunity for a bet. Couldn't agree more. I mean, obviously, it's whatever people are comfortable with. If you're not feeling comfortable about it, that'd be brilliant. And I'd probably try not to watch it if you know what I mean. But each their own in the recovery. If you feel you need to watch it, but without a bet, try. But if you ever put yourself in that place where you've got the time, money, and opportunity, it might be time to just walk away from it for a bit. Give yourself breathing time. Look after number one, you. Okay, Toby. Yeah, you just done your first payday weekend with no online gambling, thanks to switch to Monzo Bank. Actually, have money in the bank and managed to pay off all overdraft. That's fantastic, Toby. Pat yourself on the back, mate. We don't do that often enough. That is a fantastic achievement, mate. Did you ever think you ever do that at all? That is amazing, mate. Well done. Really, really proud of you. That is brilliant. Fantastic. As you say, these barriers and putting these barriers in place, they do work. Yeah, no worries, Scott. You take care, mate. And you have a good week as well. And we'll catch up soon. Hopefully, meet up soon and have a coffee and a bit of a chinwag again. That'll be great. Uh, That'll be fantastic. Like I say, I've met a few people through here, and it's fantastic. I've met a few people off Twitter as well. There is some fantastic recovery stories out there. Just type in recovery and things like that on YouTube or in Twitter. There's lots of brilliant ones to follow. Like I say, I mean, you can follow me obviously at BaronMad79. Don't get me wrong, I do talk a lot of rubbish sometimes with football and other bits and bobs because I don't separate my working life and my family life from what I do currently with my YouTube vlogging and gambling addiction stuff. I won't separate it at all because I want people to show that I'm trying to be normal, and if I did it as a normal online account, just one thing, then I don't think I don't think I'd be much use, to be fair. So I'd rather like share my story, share how my life is and things like that. It might turn some people off, so be it. It's the way I'm recovering, and I just want to show people I can be normal, I can lead a happy normal life. Brilliant, Toby. You feel unreal and not depressed for once. Come and join the club, mate. It's amazing. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so like I say, follow those accounts. Get there. There is loads of people you can relate to and talk to and build up a network of people. That's all I did really. Uh, all I ever meant to do is share my story once and that's it, and it's bloody amazing, if you know what I mean. So where it's got me to, and like to connect with so many people and talk to academics and talk to people within the industry and talk to, most of all, helps me talking to fellow addicts. It is amazing, and I think that's where you probably learn the most from is people who else are in recovery and things like that. I'm still learning to this day. I'm learning off you guys who are talking to me, who tell me if you have a slip or struggling, or tell me you've been clean for so long. It's encouragement, and it's amazing to hear so many stories there. I mean, you need the good and the bad. People have slips. It happens. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was trying to do stuff on willpower at the start, where at the start of that year in 2007, in January, February, where we're going like a week or two without a bet and then just splurge again. And I was doing that on and off until when I eventually stopped in April. And yeah, it is hard. You can't do it on willpower alone. You need to go and find that help, talk to others. If you're getting it through here, that's fantastic. I'll keep this channel open forever, uh, ever and a day, and I want to be here for all the time for it and stuff like that. I'll be going to GA for the rest of my life, and I love it to bits. Like I say, sometimes I can't get 1 or 2, 3 weeks in a row, and that's hard. But I'll be there tomorrow at my Monday meeting in Derby, and I'm looking forward to it immensely. And hopefully I can share bits and bobs there, and still listen, still learn, and it's fantastic for me to do. Um, has anybody got any more questions or anything to add, or did you want to open up a bit more? Feel free to do so. I'm going to be hanging around for the next 4 or 5 minutes. It's a bloody lovely day as well in Derby. It's still, I'd say, just dropped to about 18, 19 degrees. So I'm sitting in the sun at 9:30 nearly on a lovely summer UK morning evening in Derby. Uh, as I say, it's been a fantastic day here. I hope it's been a fantastic day everywhere else. Um, as I say, with Gamblers Anonymous, I know some people get put off by it with like the connotations to it, with the literature and things like that, and that's probably what most people tell me about it. And but does it need modernising? Yeah, it probably does, but it works for a hell of a lot of people. And as I say, it's not everyone's cup of tea. I mean, I'm not really a steps person at all. I know that we've got 12, we do 12 steps, and obviously it's in Alcoholics Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous as well. It's a massive kind of thing, but yeah, sunburnt, mate. Yeah, with you being Scottish as well, mate. Pardon, apologise, but yeah, I'll sunburn quite easily as well. To be fair, Jaffa, I'm quite fair skinned, and but I tend to tan after as well, so I feel real good with that. Like I say, Anonymous, it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I find the meetings and make it really for me. Talking to other people through there, and it's networked me, and it's brilliant, brilliant. So many inspiring stories. 12 steps are very useful for people as well. And I know people who, I think there's one or two on here who comment, who actually have their own sponsor, and they talk to each other regularly and keep doing the steps over and over again every year. And that's another amazing recovery tool. And it's fantastic. One thing I will say, don't let anyone tell you can't stop, because you can. You can do it. It is a hard road. It can get rocky at times, but believe me, you every day you walk away, every day you get away from gambling, it gets better. Your life gets better. Don't worry about the money. The money will look after itself. If you're struggling with debt, there is Step Change in the UK, which I'd strongly recommend. They act as a middleman to your creditors, and they will help budget you, pay off your debts and things like that. Fantastic little thing, stepchange.org. I've plugged quite a few things tonight, but obviously I plug them because they're tools that can work. I don't take any money or anything like that. I've never have done. Would I like to work in the industry one day, like gambling harm? Yes, I would. I'm not going to lie. I think I'd probably be pretty useful in there. I've got a bit of an ego as well. I just want to keep continuing to share the hope and recovery and share the story and things like that. And it'd be fantastic just to keep doing these vlogs, and maybe help and do something that I'm probably really passionate. I am really passionate about. Um, but for now, I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really happy, and I'm just about probably going to go now because I'm up to nearly half an hour. I want to get back in, get myself showered, and I'm up at 5 in the morning. So, thank you for watching. Okay, alright, Peter, quick one. You're a parent of an addict. The impact on my Wi-Fi was terrible to deal with. So difficult for us to find others to speak out what we were dealing with. Yeah, I get that. I mean, there's a lot of people who are in your situation, Peter. Hopefully, from what I say and what you hear from me, probably helps. Hopefully, it helps, if you know what I mean. Um, obviously there is gammon on through Gamblers Anonymous, but that can be a bit hit and miss. So it is hard to get people who need help, who are struggling with people who are addicted in their family, or being a parent, or being a brother or a sister or a cousin or uncle or auntie or whatever, and you probably want to understand more, don't you? And hopefully you kind of connect to what I'm trying to say and stuff. But obviously I'm the addict, if you know what I mean. One day I would like my wife to probably do a video and talk through her own experience of how I am, if you know what I mean. That'd be great stuff, Jaffa. That'd be brilliant, mate. I'm very busy at the minute. Like I say, I've got quite a lot of stuff on in July and things like that. But we'll just play it by ear, Jaffa. That'd be great to see you. And I'd love to come to Scotland one day as well and come and see you as well, because you are a breath of fresh air for me. You're an inspiration. As I say, so it is hard, but I like my wife to do a video, but I'm not going to push her. I'm not going to push her into anything she's uncomfortable with and stuff like that. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe one day. But yeah, feeling good, feeling happy. I am going to get off now, guys. I want to get myself cleaned up and showered and ready for bed, as I'm up at 5 in the morning for work. So thank you for watching. I've enjoyed this. Hopefully I've enjoyed this just as much and found it very informative. My name's Andy. I'm a compulsive gambler. Last bet 14th of April 2007.